This is part 3 on how to make the salt shaker in Fusion 360 using forms. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to complete your salt shaker. And I have my bottom activated and my bottom turned off, and I turned off the top. So the first thing we want to do is create a sketch on the top of the salt shaker. We're going to create a couple of circles, and the first one is going to be 37 millimeters. Second one will be 42 millimeters. Click OK. So now I want to extrude both of these circles and cut a hole in my box. And we want to go to minus 46 millimeters down, and that's going to form the inside of our salt shaker. And go ahead and click OK. And we need to turn on our sketch again. Excuse me, keep clicking the wrong thing there. All right, so now I need to extrude this outer ring, so E for extrude. And I want it to be a join, and we're going to go down minus 10 millimeters. And so now I need to create a construction, or a section analysis. And I'll just not that one. Let me turn off the body because I really want it on the front here. Here we go. And just flip it so we can see the other side. All right. So now I need to activate the top hierarchy in the browser and turn on my top. And you can see this is where the top is kind of cutting into the bottom piece. It doesn't have any threads on it yet, but it will. So go ahead and click Combine. Select Target Body. And then select your tool body is going to be your top. And we're going to do a cut. And we want to keep tools and click OK. And then go ahead and turn off your top, and you have your threads for your bottom. And let's turn off that sketch. And there we go. So it was really easy, and the reason we're creating the bottom threads this way is so that it screws on the top and it lines up when it's screwed on. If you try to create the threads just with the thread command, it's not going to line up correctly. Okay, so now that we have our threads, I need to go ahead and create a tolerance between these threads and the top threads. So I'm going to do that with the press pull. So this is the icon for the press pull, and we need to select all of the threads on the bottom piece, and we need to type in minus 0.2, which is a good tolerance, and click OK. So make sure when you're doing this that you have your bottom component highlighted or activated. All right, so at this point we can activate the top again and turn on our top so that we can look at our tolerance. So now you can see we have a little bit of a tolerance between the threads. So the other thing I want to do is I want to activate my bottom again, turn off my top, and then I'm going to put a small fillet on the edge, and I'm just doing it on the edge once. So this will keep it from stringing and doing some weird stuff. So just put a little bit of a fillet on there, 0.5. This way. And maybe if I turn off my analysis, I can see it a little bit better. Because we need to go ahead and select the rest of this. So, alright, that's looking a little bit better. Yeah, so obviously I forgot that in the analysis view, and the threads are kind of broke up a little bit, so make sure it looks fine. Select it all the way around. So it's just really that little top edge, because what I've found is when you 3D print it, sometimes it gets this weird, it's like stringing that happens on this top edge, and this kind of helps it prevent that. Okay, so let's turn back on the section analysis and turn it to the front, turn on our top, and take a look at it. And that looks pretty good, I think. It's a little bit more round. It just helps it print a little bit better. So we need to turn our bottom back on, turn the top off. So we're almost done, but this top section right here, we need to use the press pull on it also, and take it down just minus 0.1, just to give our lid just a little bit of extra room there. So because the filament has a tendency to expand. All right, that looks good. And so we also need to put a chamfer on this bottom here. So I think that's the last thing that we need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click the chamfer tool and select bottom, and we want to chamfer this 2.5. It's good. Otherwise, we would not be able to print this ledge unless we use supports, but this will print fine without supports. So go ahead and click OK, and we are done with our box. And let's turn off the section analysis. Let's turn on the top, activate the top hierarchy, and take a look at it. And I think it looks pretty good. And you can see just a slight crease right there where the two pieces are. And it's really hard to see after it's printed, so it looks pretty good. So I hope you like this tutorial, and let me know if you have any comments. Thank you.